Hello everyone. So, one idea that's gotten into my head as of late is, what if Harry Potter characters were swapped with their Mario counterparts? I'm a huge fan of both Harry Potter and Nintendo, and owing to my multi-fandom status, I thought it would be a good idea to cross between franchises and make this little video of mine. Unfortunately, my boring narrations will have to do given that I don't even have an animation budget. But with all that being said, let's go! Starting off with Harry, this one's pretty obvious. Harry would be swapped with Mario. They're the main icons of not only their franchises, but also the world. And guess what? The boy who lived would now be the plumber who lived. Yahoo! Yeah, because Ron is essentially Harry's loyal sidekick and de facto brother, he'd be Luigi.
Oh yeah!
Now we move on to the girl we all know and love, Hermione Granger. Let's be honest, she's not only a fan favorite of everyone, and a waifu at that, but she's both a princess and a warrior. Thus, it only seems logical for her to be swapped with another princess of her kind, aka Princess Peach.
Oh, did I win?
Since we already ascertained that Hermione would be Peach, it's obvious that Ginny would need to be swapped with another fellow princess of her kind too, and the answer is also pretty obvious. Ginny would be swapped with Daisy.
Hi, I'm Daisy.
Oh wait, now I hear what you're saying.
Well, if Ron is Luigi and Ginny is Daisy, and if Luigi and Daisy are a thing, then that means incest.
Okay, calm down. There is an easy way out of this. In this case, just have Mario link up with Daisy and Luigi with Peach. And as for Luna, well, this is already getting pretty obvious, but Chibi Rosalina. They both have matching blonde hair, and they're both pretty cute. The only difference between the two is with their height. Finally, Neville would be Toad. They were both mainly portrayed as cowardly and innocent at first, but deep down within their hearts, they had something important: bravery. And Neville wielding the Sword of Gryffindor is exactly like Toad putting on his headlight and becoming a captain. And there we have it. The main 6 of Harry Potter swapped, with the main 6 characters I could think of from Nintendo. Now that I think about it, the Golden Trio not only matched up pretty well with the Mario Trio, but the 3 girls we all know and love, aka Hermione, Ginny, and Luna, are pretty much exact antipodes of the main Nintendo gals, Peach, Daisy, and Rosalina. It's pretty surreal to see that they have this much in common. However, I want to keep going. Let's swap some more Harry Potter characters just for the hell of it. Now we have the 2 biggest pranksters in the entire franchise, aka Fred and George. I didn't know who to swap them with at first, but after some further thinking, they'd definitely be Wario and Waluigi. I mean, think about it. They're both funny, they're both bros, and what do Wario and Waluigi like to do? Prank people and be the greatest anti-heroes they can possibly be. Now, who would Neville's other 2 sidekicks be? Well, since I think Neville himself would be swapped with Toad, it only seems natural to add even more Toads into the mix. Seamus would be Yellow Toad, and Dean would be Blue Toad. And since we're still talking about Toads, we might as well bring Toadette into the mix too. But which Harry Potter character would Toadette even be swapped with? Well, despite Luna's personality after matching up nearly with Toadette's, she's already swapped with Rosa. Because of that, I'm just gonna say that Cho would be swapped with Toadette.
Yahoo!
What about pets? Well, Hedwig, being Harry's loyal companion over the years, has to be getting swapped with someone, and that certain someone would definitely be Mario's own companion, aka Cappy. And as for our little house elf here, well, Dobby would be swapped with Luna.
Stop, stop, stop. You're going to take someone's eye out. Besides, you're saying it wrong. It's Leviosa, not Leviosa.
Oh right, sorry about that. Now, let's move on to the foul, loathsome, evil little cockroach himself, Draco. It only seems natural that such a conniving, craven, pathetic worm gets swapped out with another of his type, that being Bowser Jr. The most idiotic duo in the Harry Potter saga, aka Crabbe and Goyle, also deserve to be swapped out with the same type of duo in regards to Nintendo. That being said, they'll be getting swapped with Goomba and Koopa. Getting stepped on by Mario is just as idiotic as being greedy for floating cupcakes. Idiots to idiots, morons to morons. Yeah, because Pansy is like the main girl standout amongst all the Slytherins, and Wendy is like the only girl in Bowser's entire army, Pansy would be swapped with the latter. Starting with the Marauder generation, I'm gonna be a teensy bit creative with James and Lily. James would be swapped with Mario. Wait, but isn't Harry already Mario? Yes, of course he is. However, I'm swapping James in particular with Mario from Donkey Kong and Lily with Pauline. I think you can get where I'm going with this, right? Yes, this is a hat tip to that one theory MatPat made years back. Originally, I thought that Buckbeak would be swapped with Yoshi, but now that I think about it, Sirius is the one who shares a lot more in common with Yoshi. Yoshi was basically Mario's godfather as a kid, just like how Sirius was Harry's. Man, both relationships were pretty wholesome, not gonna lie. Dumbledore would be swapped with Toadsworth, cause you know, old for old, wizard for wizard. Hagrid would be swapped with Donkey Kong. After all, both of them are tall, strong giants, so it makes sense. And what about Buckbeak? Well... Now this one's pretty obvious. Voldemort would be swapped with Bowser. I mean, why wouldn't he? They're both the big baddies of their respective franchises. However, the real competition between the two is, who's the more iconic villain, Voldemort or Bowser? And last but definitely least, we have, well, Umbridge. I think we all know who she would be. Nuff said.
Alright then! Yahoo! Woo!
And that's all of them. Or is it? Well, I didn't cover every Harry Potter character. This is not only because of the fact that there are so many names to pick out of the crowd, but also since not all of them have or had Mario counterparts that I could reasonably identify. However, before I end this video off, I'll give an honorary mention to the Wicked Witch of the Wizarding World herself.
Who knows how to play?
Bellatrix. Who would she be? Well, in my opinion, even though the character I'm swapping her with isn't a Nintendo icon, she's quite arguably the character she shares the most in common with. I'll just play the clip for you to find out.
If you need to learn how to talk to a lady, ask your mum.
How's Mum and Dad?
Anyways, thanks for watching this silly little video of mine. I hope you enjoyed it. This is just the beginning, and there's definitely going to be more Harry Potter content coming from me in the near future. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next one.